senior James Ridgway. And we can present our junior engineer, Sandy Lemon. A forward from Toronto, Ontario, number 7, junior Sabrina Rapace. A forward from Boston Creek, British Columbia, number 26, freshman Michaela Capel. A defenseman from London, Ontario, number 22, sophomore Adeline Burnett. A defenseman from Lake Forest, Illinois, number 14, freshman Delaney Weiss. And goal today for the Engineers from Sollentuna, Sweden, number 35, senior captain Lovisa Solander. And the rest of the RPI Engineers. The head coach of the Engineers in his second season is Brian Vines. The assistant coaches are Mark Cabosi and Sarah Connolly. Ladies and gentlemen, we honor and respect our country and the men and women who have served and continue to serve America. We ask that you rise and remove your hats for the playing of the national anthems of Canada and the United States.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Houston Fieldhouse for today's non-league game on RPI TV. It's the RIT Tigers taking on the Engineers of RPI in women's hockey, the first of a two-game set. RIT out of College Hockey America, they are 1-3-2 overall. RPI 1-3-1. The Engineers were off last weekend, but are back in action here with two against these Tigers tomorrow. Also a 3 o'clock start Eastern. RIT, as I mentioned, they're 1-3-2. They played Union last weekend out in Rochester. They tied the first game 1-1. And then Union won 3-2. So this is a team that, if RPI is going to want to make a run at the postseason, they're going to have to play well against and at the very least split. But you want to win both of these games for the Engineers. I'm sure that's what Coach Brian Vines has in mind. As we're about to drop the puck, Sabrina Rapace on the draw here against Brittany Goot. And the Engineers win the opening faceoff. Sabrina Rapace back on it. The junior from Toronto will work it up the wall. Trying to play it in deep was Grigsby. Now RIT will try and ring it around. Loose in the slot. Grigsby has it there. That one fired through the middle of the slot. Rapace kicked at it. No. It'll be fired right back down low by the Engineers. They'll get a change. 35 seconds in. Tigers in their orange sweaters. So this is going to be an icing call.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's
Orange with black helmets, black pants, black and white trim. RPI in their home whites, red helmets, red pants, black and red on the socks. Senior Taylor Schwalbe to take this draw for RPI out of Anchorage, Alaska. Up against Goot. So that starting group for RIT could not leave the ice due to the icing. Now Iwanski will fling it to the near side, ripping it in. It'll be wrapped around and cleared towards center ice. Oros will swat it right back. Around it goes to the half wall. And now back behind. Still looking for their first shift change of the game is RIT. They're trying to get deep. Finally they will, as they loft it in over the top of Solander. Dumped right back in by the Tigers, and that's Taylor Baker. Now a bit of a collision in the corner. Puck comes free, saved by Solander on a shot there. And it'll be worked out towards center ice. Oros are going to fire on goal as well. And another shot over the top. That one came off the stick of Ferroli. Looking to center. Good defensive play by Ferroli. It'll be worked back to the blue line. Now stick handling in the slot. Loose puck. Hayes had a crack at it. And it'll be worked forward. Rapace for Grigsby. And there's a shot and a save by Lantain. And she'll leave it aside. Good move through center. A little bit of speed into the zone. That was the defenseman, Rushton, on the move. And now a chance in front. Oh, skipped away. A chance there for Abby Davies, but it went right under her stick. Shots are 2-1 RPI early. As that one's lifted into the RIT bench, we'll get a stoppage in play.
Say fans, if you're not making it to a home game, you can still watch it live on RPI TV. All RPI men's and women's hockey home games will be webcast. Visit www.rpi.
Engineers lead the all-time series against the Tigers, 12-11 and 4 ties. And they've been pretty even games. Early on, it was all RIT. They were a big women's hockey power back in the mid-90s. Engineers have closed the gap as time has gone on, in fact, taking the lead in the all-time series. Good intercept there by Severson. And the sophomore, Lauren Severson, will move it out to center. All by herself, she'll dump it in. Left in the corner. It'll be cleared towards the point. Wrist shot coming from Iwanski. It was blocked in front by Itagaki. This one will wrap around. Lifted out along the boards past Josephine Hansen. And the Danish blue liner will chip it back forward. Sam Nolan dumps it in. Puck nearly stolen away there by Oros, and Iwanski does keep the line. Good play there by Kirsten Iwanski. Ondrick, a dangerous pass across the blue line, but swatting it to center. And there was a collision there as Hansen was dumped, but officials say play on. Had a couple of collisions in this game. Get a kind of a feel about how the officials are going to call a game. You like to allow a little bit of physicality in the women's game. I know a body check is a penalty, but if you call every shove and lean on someone else as a check, then you have for a long game. Right now, so far, these officials have done a great job in letting them play. Grigsby stick handling through the neutral zone. She gets rubbed off the puck that time by Rushton. Gained back again by Rapace to the point. Ferroli, a wrister. That one skips on through. Might have been blocked. Now Grigsby, she'll turn and shoot, and there's a save made by Lantain. Grigsby once more. Looking for a shooting lane and fired wide. Got into a good spot there between the circles. Just couldn't fire it on goal. She was being harassed on the way. First look there and the first touch of the puck for Delaney Weiss, freshman defenseman out of Lake Forest, Illinois. Was dealing with a bit of an injury to start the year. This is her first game. Now a good poke check by another freshman, that's Capel. Although she can't track it down, it comes trickling in on goal where it will be handled by Lantain. Tara Lantain, 5'8" junior goaltender out of Hatchet Lake, Nova Scotia, as you'll get a look there at Marchese. There's the back of Lantain. She on the season is 1-2-2 with a 2.13 goals against average and a .929 save percentage. Her counterpart, Lovisa Solander, just named to the Swedish national team for the Four Nations Cup coming up in a couple of weeks in Saskatchewan. She also brings great numbers to the table, both this year and during her career, outside the win-loss record, which, of course, is tough to pin on a goaltender in the long run. This RPI, a team that's been fighting for a final playoff spot for much of its existence. Since going full Division I, you're not going to have too many goaltenders. In fact, some of the best in the school's history do have losing records. But Solander, her numbers on the season, she's 1-3-1 with a 1.39 goals against average and a .962 save percentage. This is her 103rd career game for RPI. She leads the program. She's a program record in saves already. She's going to probably pass just about every major category other than potentially wins, which of course is related a lot on how the team will succeed this year. But 2.33 goals against and .931 save percentage. Those are close to Division I records, if not Division I records, by the time she graduates at the end of this year. The Division III team here had a lot of success, and you'll see some goalies with some quite honestly outrageous goals against averages for a season, and really in a career you're looking at anything under 2, around a 1.5 is going to be tough to beat at the Division I level. But anyway, Solander having a great start to her senior year, and they'll need more of that from her when she gets back from playing for Sweden. Here's Jamie Grigsby into the zone. Lost it there. Carried out far side. It's Baker. She'll take a shot wide of Solander. So Rapace the other way. Stick handles through one. Then can't find Capel. Back the other way come the Tigers. Into the zone. It's Cornine. And Kendall Cornine works it around the goal. 5 goals, 2 assists, 7 points. Easily the team leader is Kendall Cornine from New Jersey. She'll take a shift change here as the puck moves back to the point. That one skips all the way through. Point pass, shot coming. Solander, easy blocker save, that time on Baker. Schwalbe picks it up for RPI, trying to get it out of the zone. Just the second shot on goal there for RIT. Carried up ice. Here they come. Rushed into drop pass. Nobody there. Intercepted by Meg Hayes, who's been on the blue line this year after playing 2 years at forward. Here she'll go in on the forecheck with RPI changing 5 behind her. 8 minutes into the first period, no score, RPI and RIT. We expect to have some low-scoring games in this 2-game set. And we get an icing here. Men's hockey you can watch tonight on RPI TV. They take on the Union Dutchmen in the first ECAC hockey game of the year for both teams. The number 11 Dutchmen are undefeated on the year, and the Engineers are winless. So something, I guess something doesn't have to give, but RPI fans are hoping something gives tonight right here at the Houston Fieldhouse. We have women's hockey for you if you enjoy women's hockey and men's hockey. We have a great doubleheader, both well, today and then tomorrow. You can catch at least half of that because RPI women's hockey will be here on RPI TV, and then the men are in Schenectady tomorrow night for game 2 of that home and home. Draw here to the right of Lantain, won by the Tigers. Larson near side, and taking a spill there was Hansen. She was trying to jump the play. They wave off the icing. Grigsby, assistant captain from Whitby, Ontario, and a senior. He's the active points leader for RPI, 38 in her career in 110 games. She'll dump it in. Goot had it, wrapped around by Logan Land, a senior from Turkey Point, Ontario. Now a little look-ahead pass, trying to sneak one through for Claudia Black. That's just off the mark, and the Tigers have come pretty close on connecting on a couple of passes that would have sent someone free. Here's a slap shot from the point that goes wide. Free out to the side of the cage. Solander has it covered. Side of the net again. That one's tipped over the top, I believe, by Severson. And now back comes Amy Wraithby. Shots are 5-2 RPI. Help back for Ferroli. And now shot in by Ferroli. Good connection to center ice. Here come the Tigers. Little toe drag. Nice move. A shot. And a goal. It's in the net. I'm not sure if there was a second touch. It was a great toe drag from Rushton. And either way, RIT on the board is 1-0. Looks like Kennedy's claiming it. So it must have squeaked through Solander. Face off here. Won by the Tigers. They get it in deep again.
The RIT goal, scored by number 24, Kathleen Kennedy. Assisted by number 20, Mallory Rushton. And number 5, Madison Itigani. The goal, 10 minutes, 11 seconds. RIT goal scored by number 25, Kathleen Kennedy. Assisted by number 20, Mallory Rushton. Number 5, Madison Itigani. 10.
Engineers dump it in. It'll be stopped behind the goal by Lantain. So the goal belongs to number 24, Catherine Kennedy. That is her first of the year. One nothing Tigers. There's a wrist shot, sticked away. On the try by Black. Now another try in front, a save by Solander. That's 2 for Black, and that pops out of play. And we get a stoppage here. 7:16 to go. And we get a little shuffling. We'll take a quick break. 1-0 Tigers. You're watching RPI Women's Hockey on RPI TV.
St. Anne's, Ben & Jerry's is located in the Student Union. Don't forget to stop by and grab your favorite flavor. Cow to cone, enjoy your scoop. Ben & Jerry's is proud to support RPI hockey.
Under 6 to go in the first period. Engineers trailing 1-0. Here's Blake Oros into the zone. Working it around. Corralled by Schwalbe. Point, Hansen. Wrister blocked by Davies rather. And now left behind. Here's Schwalbe. Hayes. Thrown in front, intercepted by Burnett, but she couldn't clear. Gets some help, though, from Aaliyah Lance, who can get it out. And now work down ice. Horos in a battle with a pair of Tigers, and that doesn't work out. RIT takes back over behind the goal. Engineers trying to work off a little bit of rust, maybe. They haven't played in 2 weeks. find themselves down by a goal early. Wraithby fans on a shot. Severson picks it up. Calling for it was Hansen, didn't get it. Cycling up the wall. Capel, or excuse me, make that Emma Hicks lost it. And she gets spun to the ice at center. Hansen gave it away. Stolen by Brooke Baker. Baker a shot blocked by Hansen. Gathered in by Goot. She'll fire it on goal. Sticked away there by Solander. This is wristed in from center ice. Might have been going wide from Baker, but it's picked up in the end by Ferrand, and that one will then leave the zone. Tigers now leading in shots 11-9, and they're back on the attack. Good touch of the puck by Goot to disallow the icing. Hayes tips it out. Or make it Grigsby rather. No icing here. Taylor Baker back to pick it up, stolen away. Engineers have numbers in front, a save on Rapace. Rebound. Still has it. Capella wrister, that one skips wide. What a chance there for RPI, as they had numbers, really a 2-on-0 in front as soon as the puck could be reached by Rapace, or might have been Grigsby down there. This one's fired towards the point, kept in by Burnett. On their heels a bit right now are the Tigers, but they're able to force it out to center. Ferroli's going to try and track it down, and nearly interfered with the RIT skater there. Left aside for Ferroli, a little bit of room to work on the far side. She makes a move. Kendra Ferroli left it on the wall. Lance didn't realize that was the play there, and it'll be picked back up by Marchese. Jordan Marchese, a wrister over the top. It'll come down off the dasher on the far side. Cleared on the chop by Oros. Gathered in by Kornai. Circle, shot, hit a shin pad. And now to center ice, touched along by Oros, but then Schwalbe was looking for it. Itagaki to center, off of Hansen's stick. Carried in further, onside, a shot coming. That's ramped up and blocked on the shot by Davies. 1:53 to go in the period. 1-0 Tigers. An even strength goal by Catherine Kennedy after Mallory rushed and really made that play happen. She made a toe drag in the left circle, walked her way in, took a shot. Slander got most of the rebound, just sat behind her, and the Tigers were able to bury it. Now Wraithby has a nice job to get back to her feet. Hit 37 to go in the period. Tremblay turning and wristing one wide. Help behind by Ellie Larson. Slap shot coming, sticked away on the try by Grigsby. And now moved along the wall. Hansen knocks it down there. Moving it behind the goal was Baker. That's Brooke Baker. And now backing up in the neutral zone is Grigsby for Severson. Lost it there. Coming up on a minute to go in the period. And a shot went wide from Bailey Trainey. Good poke check there by Severson. Puck still alive. Burnett will shoot it off the wall. He'll come out to center ice. Shot back in by Taylor Baker. Burnett back to claim it again for RPI. Tigers have had the upper hand in this period, and it shows on the scoreboard. It was an outlet pass off the stick of Grigsby. She'll track it down with 30 seconds to go in the frame. Grigsby trying to stop at the circle. Get some help from Capel. Capel holding. Spinning back towards the corner, lost it there. It'll be played around behind with 20 to go in the period. That one is iced. No, they wave it off with 15, and that should do it for the first. RPI maybe one more quick rush if Hayes can get things moving in a hurry here. Lance across. Engineers are onside. But the Tigers have it behind the goal, looking to run things out, and they do. That'll do it for the period. RIT ends up outshooting the Tigers 13-9, but it's a 1-0 RIT lead. No penalties through one. You're watching RPI Women's Hockey on RPI TV.
Dunkin' Donuts, Toyota, Slide Dirty, Kenny's Pub, Pastrami Bowl, and Jerry's, Warren W. Fame, Manhattan Realty, CDTA, Boucher Clark Benefits, Wicked Smart, Ryehoppers, and the Tri-City Valley Cats. Continuing with our recognizing our sponsors most. Additional sponsors are Rensselaer Alumni Association, Typewriter Companies, Addison, Sampson, Ginsburg, and Newman Law Firm, Police Counter, Sodexo, Hilton Garden Inn,
Capel will shoot it in. All the way to the point it goes. Rapace, that one hit a stick, pops right up in the air. Oros had it. Rapace back on it. To the point. Weiss. There's a one-hand poke at it. Slot. Rapace, no. Coming on Burnett, and she fires wide. And now carried up. Here's Ruskin. And now tap back down ice. .24 to go on the power play. Hayes has it at center. Lifted on down. Lantain there. Now here is Lance to the point. Penalty about to expire. It's over. Out of the box comes Lang. Here's a shot that never gets through. Hayes. Across for Iwanski. Tremblay, he'll just tap it deep. So RPI 0 for 1 on the power play. Iwanski sending it all the way through. Here's Wraithby. Actually, Ondrick back there, beg your pardon. Morgan Ondrick, sophomore from Shorewood, Illinois. Now another penalty coming up on the Tigers. The Engineers will go right back on the man advantage here. Slashing is the call. It'll go on Torrey Haywood.
RIT penalty number 27, Torrey Haywood. 2 minutes for slashing. Time of the penalty 6 minutes 3 seconds. RIT penalty number 27, Torrey Haywood. 2 minutes for slashing at 6:03.
Ready for action here. RPI, another power play chance. Haywood for slashing. Good tie up there by Grigsby. Sent it across, picked up Hansen. Capel, a wrister, it's blocked. And worked out by the Tigers. Here shorthanded now. RIT, it was Cronine. She's turned around. And now Oros. Looking for a shot. Fired right on. Saved by Lantain. Now flipped out to neutral ice. Rapace down the middle. Arister coming, sticked away by Lantain. And now another chance for RIT to clear. Only as far as the RPI blue line again. Hansen, Burnett. She'll turn up ice with it. Lost it on the stick handle. Comes trickling in on goal. Lantana covered. Halfway through the second RPI power play, they're 0 for 1. 12:54 to go in the first period. 1-0 Tigers lead on a first period tally by Catherine Kennedy. Her first goal of the year. At 10 minutes 11 seconds. First period. Back out to center it goes. Here is Weiss. Delaney Weiss fires tight angle. That one's blocked. Sliding play by the defenseman Land. Point. Burnett. That one goes right through Severson. She gets it back, however. Nice move by Severson. Down low. Now a shot, the pad save on the try by Lance. Severson again. Down low for Lance. 16 to go in the power play. Severson up top. Burnett. Arister is blocked down and cleared to center. Race for the puck. Goot trying to get there. She's all by herself. Takes a shot. It pops up and dangerously underneath Severson. Or excuse me, Solander. She'll cover her up. Good awareness by the teammates there. Surrounding Solander, not letting her back that puck into the goal. Could have been an awkward situation as the penalty is over.
We'll see you after the game at 2 King Street, downtown Troy.
Face off. Iwanski. Hayes. Iwanski's pass is broken up. Now Hayes makes a nice move, finds Ondrick. She's tied up. Tigers take it over. Rushton. Feeding it on through, and Solander makes a great stop on the redirect. Rushton going hard to the net. Did not have much time, if any, to react, and made a great save. That is why she's one of the best. There's a look at the near catastrophe there. Solander made a save. It popped right up in the air. Nice job to stay onside. Although it doesn't turn into much as it's stolen back away by RIT. Larson forcing it forward. The defenseman, now there's a shot from a tight angle that goes wide. Rapace working to get it back. To the point. Land, a shot, takes a deflection in front of the goal. Steered away by Solander. Engineers can't clear. Waiting for it now. Oros could be a 2-on-1. Grigsby's joining the play. Oros just kind of skated that puck to the wall. And turned into a non-chance there. Halfway through the second period, 1-0 RIT leads. That puck through center. Weiss over to pick it up. Delaney Weiss missed on that pass, and it will be icing on the Engineers. 9:38 to go. Shots are 17-16 RPI. Face-off win straight ahead. Here comes Aaliyah Lance. Trying to make a move, lost the puck. She'll try and track it down, or she'll let Capel do it. Lance, jam try, no. Not covered. Nice little saucer pass. Gets the puck to center for Ferran. She works her way in around Burnett. Centering. That one had to be stopped by Solander and helped aside by Burnett. Madeline Burnett shoots it up the wall. Too far for Wraithby. Gathered in again by the Engineers. Burnett. Indirect off the far wall is weighted very well. Here comes a shot from Wraithby and a save by Lantain. Dangling in Barnett. Looking to center. It's broken up by the skates of Severson. Now Tremblay breaking. Knocked away in the end by Cornine. All the way back to their own goal line extended. 8.5 to go in the second. Chipped in deep by the goal scorer, Kennedy. Left behind by Solander. Kennedy's then met by Hayes, and Hayes picks it away. Is Hayes and Hansen back there, number 8 and number 9. They're both left-handed. They're about the same size. So sometimes a little bit different to tell apart. Now Cornine, a steal and a shot and a save on the stick by Solander. Now Grigsby had her stick knocked out of her hand. Not a whole lot you can do, especially in the women's game, without your stick, except for trying to eat up some space, and she goes back to pick it up. Centering pass all the way through to Oros, and she'll start a 2-on-2 break. And she wants to dump it in. She'll carry in. Oros looking for a shooting lane, and she fired high. It was deflected up into the netting. And we have a stoppage here and a quick break. 7:38 to go in the second period. You're watching RPI Women's Hockey on RPI TV.
Say fans, are you hungry? Download the Helio app tonight. Tap, order, sit back and relax. Place your order at helio.com or on your Helio app with promo code RPI and receive $5 off your first order. Helio is proud to support and feed RPI.
Here is Weiss. That one skips just wide. Smothered a little bit awkwardly by Lantain, but covering up nonetheless. Pretty much what we expected here. A low-scoring game, just 1-0 RIT with 6.5 to go in the second. Another shot there, Lantain in to stop. ice here on the
St.
Tigers.
Andrews gatherers granola, hand-stirred and baked in small batches in Schenectady, New York. Founded by an RPI alumnus based on his mom's recipe. Gatherers granola for people with taste buds.
Behind the net, centering through. Swalby's going to pick it up. That was Capel with the chance there. Setting up Michaela Capel. Now we get a whistle here. And a stoppage. That one's lifted out of play. They're not allowing the Tigers to change here. Face off, Burnett hit a shin. Lance down low, finding Capel. That one thrown in front of the goal. That one jammed through. A chance there for Lance and covered up. That one danced all around the edge of the crease, and finally Lantain was able to pounce on it. Land, and now Larson kept in by Weiss. Oros chipping it off the side of the net. She'll try and jam it in. Lifted over the top by Grigsby in the end. Drop pass here. Rapace, a shot that's blocked again. Good spell here from the Engineers. They don't have a goal to show for it. They've been knocking on the door. Spun down was Hansen. Nice touch pass and a chance for a 2-on-1. Rapace and Oros. Oros pulling it back. Takes a shot off the crossbar. Now back come the Tigers. Drop pass. Shot right on and a save by Solander. Oh, so close. Blake Oros to her third goal. And it was Taylor Baker at the other end. Hayes, RIT B, trying to get it out and does. Pass to Severson on for Andrick. Marchese slips it around. Collision there. Nice play by Burnett. Applying the body. Work that thing out of there. Now Andrick crashing. So was another Engineer there. Hopefully everybody's all right. That was Rapace. Or Severson went headlong into the goal. Another good rush for RPI. Another look at it here. Andrick with the first try. Didn't really get a lot on it, but then here goes. Bracing for the post was Severson. She got dumped by Marchese. Didn't really have a shot there. This is going to ring all the way out. They're going to wave off the icing. Engineers have done a good job on the face-off so far in this one. 19-9 Engineers. Wrist shot to save Solander. Rebound was a dangerous one for a moment. Knocked away by the defense. Now Grigsby. 1 goal so far in 2018-19 for the senior Jamie Grigsby. Trying to walk it all the way in. She's still on the puck. RPI changes behind her. Still Grigsby for lap number 2. Turning and firing it through the low slot. Nobody there. Black to clear. Bouncing puck. Weiss handles. Snapped along. Good pass. Grigsby's in. 3-on-2. Looking for the rebound. Sabrina Apache ties the game on a great tip in front of Lantain. And the feed from Grigsby. Great outlet pass too. Good credit to Delaney Weiss, I believe, who made that play on the front end. Finished off on the back end by Apache. Her first of the year, 14th of her career. Leave that stick on the ice and tip it home. Doesn't get much prettier than that for Apache and these Engineers. 1-1 game. It was just under 3 minutes to go. There was an icing here on RPI, but a big goal late in the period for RPI. Tying things up. Lifted up the glass and a great keep of the line. Severson's gonna get her big shovel out and try to work it out of there, but nothing doing. Wow. That's what you call standing your ground if you're Hunter Barnett.
Today's first RPI goal was brought to
They
you
would
by
not let that puck out. Now they're going to eventually
This is
call it offside, I guess, or going to say it was pinned up against the boards there.
the RPI goal. Her first goal of the season, scored by number 7, Sabrina Apache. Assisted by number 6, Jamie Grigsby, and number 22, Madeline Burnett.
That one stick behind. They're giving a second assist to Burnett. I thought it was Weiss who made the pass, but I could be wrong. We'll find out in the end here. This one's moved through the center. Tigers are, at least in this period, having a little bit of trouble getting back. Back checking has turned into some odd man rushes for the Engineers, including on that goal. Now Oros. Blind backhand behind. Find her Apache again. And her shot just came off of Lantain. Now Grigsby, a shot that went wide. Might have caught the stick of Land on the way. Tipped in deep by Oros, who gets run into by Kennedy on her way to the bench. We play on. Minute 35 to go in the second period. Now a 1-1 tie game. Down to a knee to pick it up is Capel. Engineers touch up, they're onside. On for Lands, it pops off her stick. Now she does battle with Land in the corner. Cycling is Schwalbe. Behind it goes. Here's Larson. Lifted in the air, glove down by Burnett. And now Schwalbe can't corral that one. Burnett ties up. It has to let go. It's probably a smart play there for Burnett. She might have called for a hold if she impeded the progress any longer. I believe that was Goot. Into RPI territory. Up the boards, knocked down by Goot. To the point. Baker, a shot that was mostly blocked by Lance. Now gathered in by Burnett, who just finds some room on the outside and chips it up the boards. Behind the goal, Rushton tried for the return pass. Pass was Marchese. Now it's an outlet pass off the Stick of Davies to try and track it down as the horn sounds, ending the period. A couple of power plays go by the wayside for RPI, but that doesn't matter as they do end up tying it on an even strength goal. The junior Sabrina Apache, we're going to step aside and be back with the third period in just a bit. You're watching RPI Women's Hockey on RPI TV.
Shots on goal, period 2 for RIT, 7. 2-period total, 19. For Rensselaer, 11. 2-period total, 24.
Better for the cold than my tip.
We are ready to start the third period. Shots in the second were 11-7 RPI for a 24-19 lead overall. Just 2 penalties in the game, they both have gone against RIT. RPI reversal for 2 on those. Sabrina Rapace, even strength goal at 17:05 in the second period, tying things up from Jamie Grigsby and Madeline Burnett. Third period is underway. Tigers win the draw. This one whacked back in by Taylor Baker. Burnett gave away on the wall. Shot in. Saved by Solander. She holds on to that. Every turnover going to be magnified here in the third period. Burnett a little bit careless along that far board. So the initial shot might not be an issue for Solander, but if there's any rebound, it could turn into big problems. Hansen with a crack at it. Forced to center ice by Capel. No icing here. Good speed by Lance trying to catch up with Taylor and wins the nice puck battle there for a moment. Schwalbe over as well. Schwalbe picked out of some skates by Rushton, and the 5'2" senior from Amherst, Nova Scotia, will set things up on the breakout. It's through everybody, should be icing, and it is. Exactly 1 minute into period number 3. RPI and RIT tied at 1-1. These two teams are in the same conference when they play Division III sports, but in Division I, RIT is in the College Hockey America Conference, and the Engineers are in the CAC Hockey, of course. Both in the Liberty League when it comes to D3s, which is every other sport they participate in to respective schools. 3-on-3 as they hit the RPI blue line. It'll be shot in deep by Black. Comes free to Grigsby. Across for Hayes. Hayes up the wall. Oro's in deep. Rapace trying to find it into the skates of Lance. That one pops in the air. And now skated out by Rushton. Land. Hit the referee. Land back on it. Left behind the goal. Barnett. Rushton has it poked away by Hansen. Good outlet pass.
Say fans, head to the Hill in Moosa this weekend. The Hill is a beer garden and European staycation. Enjoy beverages and small plates. The Hill is located at 379 Congress Street, Troy. Gates open at 4 p.m. The Hill is proud to support RPI.
Face off here, 17-14 to go in the third. Severson to the point. Iwanski, now Burnett. That one steered towards goal by Tremblay. She was trying to reenact the Rapace goal from even further out, and couldn't get it on target. Burnett up the wall, past everybody on down. This should be icing on the Engineers.
Say fans, National Grid Foundation is partnering
Shot attempts 43-34 RPI on goal 24-20. Face off to Solander's left. Poked onto the zone. Itagachi through center. That was tipped on its way through, so no icing here. Burnett's going to go grab it for RPI. Wrapping it around. Grigsby. And now Rushton. That one hit a skate. And now a chance for a 2-on-2, but they're offside.
A reminder, fans, the RPI women's hockey team will host RIT again tomorrow afternoon. It's RPI Women's Hockey's Family Weekend. Come on out to the Houston Fieldhouse and support your engineers. We'll drop
15:56 to go in the third.
RPI women.
Good battle off the draw there between Capel and Trainee. Neither of them had the puck, but this good face-off duel. Wrapped around past everybody. Waiting for it at the half wall was Marchese, but turned right back around by Capel. Wrist shot hit the shin pad of Land, and now Land in the corner. Over to claim it is Larson. Pinching was Weiss. It goes through her all the way down. This will be icing on the Tigers.
St. Anne's award-winning chili fall off the bone.
A little bit of
and 10% off with your RPI staff or student ID. Legendary deals
a grind here as we start this third period. Neither team really able to find a rhythm after we had such a great second period, seemingly back in fourth action. Here it's been icing, whistles, nothing really. As a shot comes through there, good shot by Oros off the face-off set up by Weiss. No real flow to it right now. Kicked at there by Larson. Down the middle, tipped right to Weiss. She'll feed it along. Great to see Delaney Weiss playing in her first game for these Engineers. And a shot off the crossbar by Grigsby. Kind of a fluttering shot that found its way through. Now losing her stick on the near side was Trainee and did enough to force it out to center with some help. Oro's going to shoot it in off of body. And now Larson shielding the puck as she moves it up the boards. Offside is the call. 14:26 to go in the third. A couple of shout outs here to some folks watching back home. Marissa Raspa, class of 2018, recent graduate, and of course go back all the way to 2013. Katie Daniels, she's still down in Houston. Checking out RPI Women's Hockey on RPI TV. Welcome to the Houston Fieldhouse, folks. 1-1 game, 6 minutes into the third period. Wrist shot coming. Solander makes the save. Picked up by Iwanski. And Kristen Iwanski just feed it back out to center. Baker shoots it off a body. Now Tigers with a chance down low. Saved by Solander, and she had to be good there as Baker was swooping in, looking for the rebound.
Officials timeout.
We'll take a quick break. Be back with the remainder of this period. 13:47 left in a 1-1 game. Point, shot coming, saved by Rapace. Burnett can't get it out of the zone. Backhanded in by Larson. No, a save by Solander. Puck still loose around the goal. And somehow it's kept out. It was good play by Burnett to just slow the wraparound try enough. So Solander could get her pad over. I'm not sure if there was a second save. No, a great move there. And looked like a flop. Uncalled. Referees didn't flinch. It was Goot just sent herself to the ice there. Referees have been good. We've had just 2 penalties. Certainly letting the skaters decide this one. Players on the ice. That's what you like to see. Good poke check there. Shot coming in, a save by Solander. That one fed through. Tigers still on it. Kornai. Or make that Rushton rather. Stolen away by Rapace. Moved into the zone by Grigsby, but again, Rushton makes a nice play defensively. Just angling there, steering Grigsby that time into the wall. Now we got a penalty coming up on the Tigers. It's going to be interference as Oroz was knocked down in the slot. Another power play for RPI, their 3rd. Rushton proving you don't have to be big to be a physical hockey player, especially in the women's side. Body checking is not allowed, but you can angle forwards towards the wall and there can be contact, and Rushton is proving at 5'2" you can even do that, and one of the smallest players in the game.
2 minutes for interference at 8:03.
Hansen across. Capel, power play number 3 for RPI right here. Rapace is shot. That's stopped there. The second try is put wide. Back to the point it goes. Shot coming. That one's blocked. Lifted along and will be cleared out of the zone. Grigsby. Rapace. Slot. Grigsby off a skate. And that one's going to be sticked away. Now another shot over the top. Rapace again. Hansen. Stopped there on the stick by Lantain. Spinning with it is Hansen. 34 to go in the power play. Grigsby now. She gets tied up in the corner. Pinching was Hansen there, trying to keep the play alive, and does. It's underneath some bodies and finally forced out to center ice. Rushton short-handed, knocked down, still fighting for it. Hansen's going to try and find it. She'll sweep it aside. Penalty's about to expire. Shot coming, hit a leg. Penalty's over now. So Taylor Baker out of the box. This is going to be icing on the Tigers. 9:25 left. Ondrick, point. Shot coming, lifted, and a save made. Ondrick denied by Lantain. Fans in the fieldhouse were off their feet for that try from Morgan Ondrick, looking for a first collegiate goal. Nearly had it there. Shot by Burnett, blocked away. Shots now 28-26 RPI. Still a tie game. Weiss shoots it into the RIT bench. Look out. Another look. Well, that's center ice. Production folks tricked me. Thought we were getting a replay. Nope. Maybe we're coming out of a replay. I just don't pay attention. One of those is true. There's Chad Davis, head coach, 2004 grad. That's not him anymore. That's Fieldhouse staff. The head coach of the Tigers is Chad Davis. Clearing off some of the ice there. Nice looking mask there for Tara Lantain. Both goalies have been good so far tonight. 8:50 to go. Third period, 1-1 game. Lantain out to leave it aside for Taylor Baker. RPI has not been able to capitalize on its 3 power play tries. They're now 1 out of 15 on the year. This one chipped towards goal, picked up Hansen. Quick hands ahead, twos to Rapace. Rapace on the move, takes a shot right on, saved by Lantain. The rebound popped out into the circle. Rapace has the lone RPI goal. It came in the second period. RIT tallied in the first. Capel. This one around for Schwalbe. Here is Logan Land for the Tigers, kept in by Burnett on the dump. Larson. Stretch pass broken up nicely by Weiss, carried in, slapped in further by Brookbaker. And now shot around by Burnett. Capel waiting for it, intercepted by Barnett. This one will leave the zone. Carried on by Capel. Capel wants a change. She'll go off after dumping in. Aaliyah Lance in the corner. She gets pinned up there. Off for Severson. Severson trying to back her way into the slot. Gets hooked a bit. RPI fans wanted a call. Not going to get it here. Now Severson tried a little toe drag. Picked up by Wraithby. Wraithby all the way around the net. To the blue line for Hansen. Hansen, a shot redirected on goal. A rebound, and Lantain will cover. Oh boy, there was another redirection. That time I think it was Severson. On the shot from the blue line by Hansen, and Lantain got horizontal there to make the stop. Was it Ondrick? Oh yeah. Morgan Ondrick with a good 2 shots there for Ondrick. Face off here. Slap shot, Rapace was blocked. Cleared off the glass and out all the way down. This is going to be icing. Face-off coming up. 6.5 to go. Weiss, Burnett lifting it along. Lance. Oh, lost her defender on the spinorama. Redirected on goal by Schwalbe. Now another shot and a save by Burnett. Engineers have been tipping the puck with pretty great accuracy in this game. Their lone goal is on a tip. You can call it a shot, but really was an intended tip of pass from Grigsby to the tape of Rapace on the goal. RPI forecheck. Nice job bottling up RIT, but they finally break out. Kicked at. Here's Oroz. On for Rapace. She'll lift it in on goal. Stopped there and covered by Lantain, and we get a stoppage here. 5:05 left. 1-1. Face-off win cleanly back to Oroz. A wrister. That's blocked down and cleared to the corner. And an offside whistle here as Weiss couldn't keep the blue line. .33 shots for RPI here with 5 minutes to go. The chances have been there. They've hit the iron a couple of times. Fed back towards the blue line. Land to get it. Wing it down low. Goot. Wraithby off the stick of Ondrik. Ondrik's had a good game. She nearly scored a couple of times. That one lifted up the wall. Goot with some speed. Cut off nicely by Hansen. Corner. Black with it. Corralled here by Hansen. Neatly up the wall for Wraithby. On for Severson. Severson stick handling into the zone. Waits for reinforcement. She'll just ring it around. Or it pops off free for Itagashi. Wrist shot here. Saves Salander. No rebound. And that was Marchese, the sophomore from Mississauga, Ontario, with that shot. The 27th of the game for the Tigers. Getting down to crunch time here, 3:39 left. And this one will come trickling in on goal. Solander's going to cover it up. It's kind of a loose puck. Looking for the backhand was Cornine, but it was blocked away nicely. Don't think she even got a shot off. Rapace. Wrist shot right on, and at the edge of her crease was Lantain, and Cornine pleading her case that Lantain was sprayed with some snow there. She's smiling about it, though. I mean, unless you get a speck of something in your eye, it's not that bad if you're the goalie. Pull you off a little bit. Getting sprayed like that. You know, the rink's cold, ice is cold. You wear a lot of gear if you're a goaltender. You heat up. This one spun up the wall by Hansen. Severson wasn't at the wall, though, so Tigers will keep it in. Wraithby on the move. She'll shoot it around. First one to it. Marchese, that's out to center ice. Race for it. Hansen's going to get there. Has the speed. And the senior from Copenhagen will spin it ahead. Severson. Seen a lot of ice time seemingly in this third period. Very crafty, great hands for Lauren Severson, the sophomore of Rockford, Illinois. Now walking in, a save by Solander on the right pad, and she'll hug that post. A couple of Illinois kids now with Weiss in the lineup. Allie Tremblay is from Hayward, Wisconsin. Decent Midwest representation. The lone Minnesotan, Aaliyah Lance from Medina. Shot coming, blocked away by Rapace's stick. Sent across ice. Oros into the zone onside. Shot and a save made. Back comes Cornine. Walking her way in. A glove stop by Solander. I don't know if you saw that shot right away. Now another one fired through. That was Baker from the right point. Now a centering pass right on, saved by Solander, point blank. That's not the player you want to lead there. The top scorer, Cornine, wide open in front of Solander, but she made the save. Now another try on goal. Solander makes a right pad stop. Tie up down low. Swatted away by Weiss. And now Capel. 1 minute left in regulation. 2-on-2 across the line. Shot by Capel, easily sticked away. Shots piling up in his late stages of the third. Now some room for Goot. Toe drag shot knocked down. Rapace, good back check. Lance across to the near side. We may have OT here, which seems to be the natural move when we have back-to-back home games here in men's and women's hockey. The women's game almost certainly will go to OT. 26 seconds away from that. Goot trying to change things. That pass from Grigsby too far front of Rapace. Now lifted along by Hansen and lobbed into the RPI zone with 8 to go. Burnett looks to make a smart play here. She'll just pin it up with 1, and that'll do it for the third period. We'll have overtime coming up. We're scoreless, or it's not scoreless, 1-1 after 3 at the Houston Fieldhouse.
2-minute intermission followed by a 5-minute sudden death overtime period. Shots on goal in the third period for RIT 12, 3-period total of 31. For Rensselaer 12, 3-period total of 36.
OT underway, RPI and RIT dumped in by Weiss. First one to it going to be Logan Land. She's wrapped up by Rapace. Lobbed high in the air out to center. Burnett back to get it. Solander waiting for it, and then gets a little bit of chop there from Goot. Just to make sure that one is lodged in there under the glove, I guess. Face off in the RPI zone. Shots are 36-31 Engineers.
Quick snap.
Into the middle, good tie up. 4 Engineers were there. This is going to hop out of play. (10-11) of the first period. Catherine Kennedy scored for the Tigers from Mallory Rushton and Madison Itagaki. Then at 17:05 of the second, it was Sabrina Rapace, her first of the year, from Jamie Grigsby and Madeline Burnett. Some room for Baker, walking in a shot and a blocker saved by Solander. Sent down ice looking for Oros, nearly connected. Broken up there by Iwanski, and now Oros trying to move her way in. She gets tangled up with Baker, and Oros going to head back to the bench, shaken up a little bit. Here's Cornine, broken up again. Rapace this time ahead for Lance. Lance will skate it in. Fed towards goal, save made, rebound pops free. Lance over to try and sneak it right back. Poked up the boards. Lance pries it away, and now Burnett looking to turn away from trouble. Finds Weiss. Weiss lost it there. Flip right back behind for Burnett. That pass broken up. It does get to its intended target in Capel. Down the middle of the ice. Nobody touches it. It will not be icing anyway. And Schwalbe puts the pressure on. Picked right back up by Larson. Carried on further. Under 3 to go in OT. A little bit of speed into the zone. A shot and a save by Solander. She holds on. There's a collision at the end of all that. I'm not sure if anyone was at fault there. I think it was just a couple of skaters, 3 or 4 of them, in fact, just moving, skating hard up ice. Face off. Poke towards the point. Wraithby has it. And they're offside. Ondrik a little bit too aggressive there. Flipped with the boards by Ferrand. Into the zone. Hansen's going to try and clear it out, but Black keeps it in. She's met by the poke check of Severson. And now Hansen. Ondrik poked at by Severson to center. And now Severson has it again. She'll just shoot it in. Katie Daniels, I mentioned earlier, said she told me she coached Severson when Severson was about 8 or 9. Of course, Katie also from the Chicago area. Cool RPI connection there. Grigsby, a wrist shot blocked down. Rapace back to Weiss. Nice job to kick it back to her tape. Now Burnett, a shot that hit a skate on the way through. That one pops high in the air. So Rapace finds it. Grigsby, a wrister! And I don't think the netminder Latane saw that at all. And Tane. And Burnett can't keep the line. Now we got a puck played with a high stick. If somehow Grigsby can find the frame of the goal there, that's probably in, because Lantane was frozen in her tracks. And that one just missed wide by maybe a foot. Oh, so close to ending this thing, Grigsby. Now the Tigers put themselves offside, and a touch of the puck will draw the whistle. Grigsby, her only goal was the game winner against Robert Morris back on October 12th, the 58 save shutout for Solander. It was one shy of the NCAA record for saves in a shutout in women's college hockey. The Union goalie did it back in 2014. 3-0 win for Union over Northeastern back in 2014. There's a little bit of a trip up there on Hansen, but it's going to take a lot more than that, I guess, especially here in OT. That one's gloved at but not held by Solander. Minute to go in overtime. To the point. Shot coming off the side of the cage. Looked like Solander had it covered. Good stick lift there. That'll leave the zone, no icing. Lantane out to play it. Good strong stick there for the goaltender. Snapping it ahead, now onside. There's a collision, backhanded wide. Is they're really letting them play here. Center ice, Oro's trying to break. Little chip forward, 20 seconds to go. Wave off the icing as Oros gets there first. She's shoved up against the end wall. Game is really opened up here. Rangers need to find their gaps defensively. They're a little bit on a whack, and now offside is the call. The late offside whistle. 4.7. That sends the draw to center ice. should be headed for a tie here, barring something miraculous. They're going to send it all the way down. Is that where the pass came from? Okay, well, I stand corrected. An offensive zone draw. Now a timeout's going to be called. Most likely by the Engineers.
Timeout, Rensselaer.
I don't. Brian Vines isn't going to do anything wild like pull Solander for an extra shot, because while it would take quite an effort from about 180 feet for RIT to try and score, it's still possible. So you leave the goalie in here. If there's 2 seconds, I probably pull Solander, thinking you just get a little more stick out there in the offensive zone. But 4.7 is a little bit too much. Remember, the puck has to cross the line before the horn sounds. It's not when the shot's taken. It's not lacrosse. It's not basketball. Puck has to be all the way over the line before the horn sounds. So Solander's going to stay in the net. That erases that bit of question. Now, Vines is just going over what he wants to see here off this draw. If RPI can win it cleanly, they certainly are going to get a look trying to win this game in the final 4.7. There's plenty of time to win a face-off. Even make one pass and shoot, but not much more than that. Here is the draw. Capel's on her shooting spot right behind the circle. That'll do it. Pinned up in the corner. And this one ends 1-1. RPI and RIT open up this 2-game set with a 1-1 final. Reminder, these two teams are back at it tomorrow on RPI TV, 3 o'clock. Before that, we do have RPI men's hockey, 7 o'clock against Union in the blackout game. Thank everyone for watching here this evening. Shots were 37-34. Sabrina Rapace, the lone RPI goal. Solander saved 33 for these Engineers. So the series will be decided tomorrow.
We thank you for attending today's game.
You've been watching live coverage of RPI women's hockey on RPI TV.